What's up, everybody? Hope my mic is working good. Yeah, I didn't have time to actually make a intro, so I just went ahead and made that yellow Coldplay song. But yeah, thank you all for being up in here. I know Nick of Whole Southern Cooks is having technical difficulties going on, but we'll work it out, right? So, real quick, I I've been kind of in contact with Renee and stuff, and man, super awesome stuff is happening. Um, so she is about 370 away from reaching the rent goal on the 9th. That's also her birthday, which means she started around 900 something. So there's close to $600 put in. Thank you guys all so much. Thank you so much for helping out Renee on this one, man. You guys are the best. Like, it's if you can. So in the description of this live stream is PayPal's of Renee's, buy me a coffee, and also the Venmo. And for all of you guys that that donated, there's going to be something from my guest here who's having technical difficulties. So thank you guys all for making those donations to Renee. She works super hard, so we just try to help out as much as we can with the crew. Um, I know there's times I may need help, but I've been lucky enough. I've been lucky. So let me just go ahead and shout out the chat. Welcome all of you guys. We'll have our guest on in a little bit, and then we will stream out to her platform. So what's up, cat friends? What's up, Mr. Robert Springs? How you doing? Nick is here in the house trying to pop onto the live stream, and I did send a link to your email on the StreamYard. What's up to Felicia Quinn? How you doing, Miss Felicia? I went ahead and connected while I was backstage waiting. Let's see, Maiden's World of Wax. What's a Maiden? Man, guys, I was trying to talk to Maiden and stuff on the chat, but I was very busy. It's been a very busy week. We're going into spring break. I had a career day, and we did very well. A bunch of big names coming in. And I basically sat back and watched a couple of my students run the show, which is the goal, right? And I was so proud of them. And I can actually breathe now. So that's great. And then Miss J, Janet, damn it. Welcome, Janet. How you doing? Yeah, guys, check out Janet. She's a cool friend. She does crafting, and man, all of her craft work is stellar. Um, Everything she puts out is so pretty and awesome. But thank you for coming, Janet. I'm actually hold up. Let me get that. Okay. And on the bottom, make sure Allison Pro Jam, oldest buddy on YouTube. What's up, Raph? How you doing? And I'll announce some things as far as like numbers and stuff like that. Hello, Dark Side Channel. How you doing, Dark Side? It has some cool story stuff. Whenever I watch, I'm like, oh man, guys, check out the Dark Side Channel. Really good stuff. As far as like stories about like, I think the last one I watched was on like John Wayne Gacy. Crazy stuff. Like when I watch it, I'm like, oh my goodness, the world is crazy. But it's good to know these things to safeguard yourself and those ones you love. Good stuff, Dark Side. And Sean, the Jedi Master, he also lives over here in Katy, where I live. What's up, Sean? He's probably working. He's probably doing a basketball game. But welcome, Sean. And John Swarzik, Four Cats in the Virginia Mountain Shack. Welcome, John Swarzik. How you doing? And let's see, Tranquil. Hello, Tranquil. My buddy Spine Tick, Sith. Yeah, man. Thank you so much, Sith, for everything that you've done. I was on his live stream. It was the most fun I've had on a live stream. Fun stuff. Even though it was really late, man, it was so worth it. And man, I would be glad to pop on and do that again. Thank you so much. And he does share a lot of things with me as far as how to grow and how to do certain things. And so far, I'm doing pretty good. I'm at 2,000 bananas or subs or whatever you want to call it. And it's the short game. Thank you so much, Sith, for everything. And yeah, we talk on the phone, just like I talk on the phone with a lot of you guys. And we have actually become friends, which is really awesome that we're doing this on YouTube. What's up, Joel and Spike? How you doing? Yeah, Joel and Spike. I think one day Joel and Spike is gonna scratch one of those cards and he's gonna win $100,000 on camera. I'm looking forward to that. Hello, Cool Gamer. How you doing, Cool Gamer? Let me make sure I don't miss anybody in the bottom of the chat. Hello, Tranquil Unique Nature Experience. Tranquil's cool, part of the big cat community and part of our big crew that we got going on here. Wasabi. I'm seeing Wasabi over here. I feel like sushi now. What's up, Echo of living my best life at 60? I am trying to live my best life at 47. I think I'm 47 years old. Welcome, Echo. How are you doing? Bright Azelle, hello, Bright Azelle. Baby Daily, Rural Life in the Valley. Hello, baby Barbie Daily. My fault, I read that wrong. Let me just make sure I give you a moderator wrench. As you see my dog's butt back there, that guy back there is Billy. He's a rat terrier. Not too sure his age. Baby's 8 years old. What's up, Barbie? Hi, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Oh, and I got our guest backstage. I'll pop you on in a little bit, Nick. I'm almost through the chat. And I don't want to miss anybody. And I think I made it to the bottom of the chat. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and bring Nick on of Whole Southern Cooks. I've met her from Fong, and she's become a great friend. Just give me the thumbs up in the camera when you are ready to pop on. Hello, Mimi's Place. Yeah, Mimi is cool. I hope her foot is okay. And hello, Betty, Retirement Days. I believe she just recently had a birthday. Happy belated birthday, Betty. Retirement Days. And man, yeah, it was fun. I know the past couple of days we did the dance challenge with Raph of Allison Pro Jam, and it was fun. Thanks to the gratuity of a lot of our cool friends like John and Sydney Cat and Joanne Spike and Whole Southern Cooks, and Raph has the whole information of it. Man, we had a great time. We had like 17, 18 people who entered, and we picked the winners. And now it's the hard part of trying how are we going to send some money overseas. We're going to figure it out. Me and Raph are going to call them over the weekend. We're going to figure out how to do this. But it's been pretty cool lately. Just waiting on the guest, Nick. And what I'm going to do is when she pops on, she's going to stream out to her platform, and we will send everybody over to hers, just how I've been doing. At the bottom here, we got Allison Pro Jam, Fong Foodie Adventure, Maiden's World of Wax, Rascal and Lucy, The Black Widow Channel, Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, Angela's Critters, and Whole Southern Cooks, all knocking on the door of monetization, right? So they are trying to make their way to 4K. I know the Black Widow has recently made the 3K. She did in a community announcement. Congratulations, Black Widow. I know Allison Pro Jam is already at the 3K range. It's about $3,200. Renee's almost at the 3K range, and everyone else is kind of pushing their way towards that. And of course, there's also Angela's Critters within there. And it's been cool. I've been running playlists and things like that. I have 5 laptops. My main one that I'm using right now is used to watch content. The other 4 are used to support, which I have the time, and we do what we can with the support that what we could do. But yeah, it's been awesome. And for some reason, I've been putting 4 shorts out every day, and I got that information. Spine takes hey, do 4 shorts, drop them on these things. And for the past week or so, they've been just popping off. So while we're waiting for Nick, yes, nah, I don't want to show it. Well, anyway, one of my shorts is almost at 40,000 views. It's some Google car search. There's 2 others that are in the 10K range, and I have a bunch of 6,000 ones. And it's been awesome. Oh, Nick, yeah, okay, restart. Yeah, you may have to restart because it may be picking up one of the other things you've done. I know you had a live recently, so it might be just freaking out. Mine does that every once in a while, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what is happening here? But yeah, what do we have going on here? So yeah, my shorts have been doing crazy, and I'm like, you know what? I have to put out some stuff. So I saw CAG did Gautier, somebody that I used to know. So I'm like, oh man, I got to put out a long form because it's been a week. So I'm going to put a long form out. I put one out tonight, and then I'm going to put another one out maybe tomorrow. I did a medley of some Beatles. I watched the movie yesterday. And I'm like, oh my God, this is a cool one. It's the one where the guy, he's the only one that knew the Beatles, him and this other 2 people. And that was a cute little movie. What's up, Minium Tiara? How you doing? Can't type too much. I'm driving. Don't type and drive. That's dangerous. But thank you for coming. But hopefully you'll have enough time to or have the ability to switch over once Nix comes on. We're going to stream out to her live, and hopefully everybody will get chains on their necks. And speaking of, I met Nick through Fong. What's up, Fong Foodie Adventure? Fong is also one of the ones that is knocking on. He's working. Everybody don't make too much noise. Fong is working. But yeah, Fong introduced me to Nick of Whole Southern Cooks, and it's just been awesome. And yeah, it was a fun time, having Raph on for about 2 or 3 live streams. And man, it was fun to actually do those with him, and I'm looking forward to some of all you others, doing your own live streams and popping on and stuff like that. It's actually pretty fun. But anyway, let's see what I have going on. Next week I have spring break, so I'll be off for a whole week, which is easy. Easy. Can you send the link here for me? Don't see my email. Okay, here we go. Oh, you know what? Let me put it in the live stream. Boom. Let me try. Hello again, cat friends. Welcome. Can you? Okay. Yeah, Nick rules, and I met Nick through Fong, and then yeah, she's been around, going around, and I've watched a couple of her live streams. This right before I left from work, I was able to join her live stream. I'm like, she's doing nails. I'm like, we're not going to be doing nails when I'm on your live stream. So I, she does it all. She cooks, she does nails. I mean, she has some very, very killer ideas on how to help different types of people, which is that's a cool thing. And so for a lot of you guys have really kicked in and helped Renee with rent. She's going some time. She's actually working right now, trying to catch up. What's up, 40 and Broke? How you doing? Guys, check out 40 and Broke. I just met 40 and Broke just recently. I'm also 40 and kind of broke too, trying to get rid of my credit card debts and stuff like that. Cool dude, 40 and Broke. Welcome to the live stream. Waiting on my guest Nick to come on. We're going to be talking about different things, maybe a cooking challenge. John Swarczyk, I can't find your short with 40K. Bert, did I hear you wrong? Because I thought that's amazing. It is. It's the Google car, which is not the Google car, John. So it's like 4 or 5, maybe 12 shorts down, and it just keeps popping off at like 800 views every single hour, and it's just I don't know what's doing, but I'm like, okay, this is cool. And but what's crazy is I'm actually getting interaction there. They're like, that's not the Google car. I'm like, oh, okay, that's a concept car. And then I've actually had some people come back and check me out and look at Rocky. And I'm like, oh my God, this is cool. So I've met some cool friends from the shorts, right? Most of the shorts, it's just, I don't have 40,000 subs, but it's cool to see that thing going on. I know Alan Williamson did one with Paw Patrol and it hit about that much. What's up, Vanta Crew? How you doing, Vanta Crew? Vanta Crew actually has some dogs and stuff. And I do need to get my dogs a new harness and stuff like that because Rocky bit Billy's harness, and now they can't both go out because I can't just take one. What's up, Judy? How you doing, Judy? One of my number one commenters. And what's up, Zach, the gardener and farmer? Hey, Bert and everyone, welcome. And Zach's got some cool and colorful different types of things on his Zach, the farmer and gardener. But he's actually Zach Sports Cards and Collectibles. Welcome, Zach. And then Nick, let me see. Yeah, it's about 37K and it's rolling. It probably end up to 40,000. It's got 1,000 likes. And what happens is once your shorts and stuff like go to certain points, like once it gets to 25, it kind of gets pulled out again. And 50 likes, it goes out again. 100, it gets pulled out. And 1,000, it just keeps going. It's crazy. Oh man, listening at work. Yeah, Bert, you should get some new. I should because my dogs are really small, so I don't want to put a leash on his neck, right? Because it's small. Even Rocky's neck is small, so they both have to wear harnesses. I was making the content YouTube once from my workshops with them. 40K is awesome for our level of channels. Cool. So if you guys want to know more information, like Spinetix does a fantastic live streams on Saturday night at 10 p.m. Central Time. It's a little late, but it's worth it. And he talks about YouTube. He's actually meets with YouTube, and they tell him about different types of things, right? So the type of things I put out are things I see on the street, and I try not to branch away too far from like what I actually do, my personality, like things I think is funny, and it's working, right? So if I try to keep my phone just ready, and I'm glad I was a passenger for most of the week. Let me see if I can pop up Nick here, and let's see. The camera's probably not working. Hello, Nick. I guess she's still working on the camera and things, but let me remove Nick from the stage real quick. Yeah, technical difficulties sometimes when we're working on stuff. Yeah, Spinetix does a fantastic live stream, and he's doing some new cool things with AI. And I try to use the AI to like create. What's crazy is Filmora is actually having this AI in it, which I've not really messed with. But Filmora is getting fantastic. I use Filmora for all my thumbnails and stuff like that. But it's been pretty cool. These guys in the ticker bottom parts are they are actually Oh my God, John. John got a 26K long form. That is killer right there, John. I would gladly trade all of that. Uh, I would gladly trade every single view from my shorts for just the one that pops out long form to get that. Here I'm just being dumb. Yeah. So right now the app is being kind of silly for Nick, but yeah, I just got to keep putting them up, and some will hit. And now and then yeah, they will. What's up, Bobby Catalano, the blue chick? And then she's got some hunky blue dudes up on one of her last shorts. And I've not made my way around through the notifications, so after this live stream, I'll probably relax a little bit, and then that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna pop you on, and we could talk. So the camera's being silly, so I'm gonna pop you up on the stage, Nick. Um, okay, let's see. Hello, Nick. Can you hear me? Hello, L. Georges. And I think, hey, what's up, Boyd? How you doing? Yeah. So,
Hey, what's up, y'all?
oh man, we
Yeah,
did.
can you hear me?
I can hear you now. So, man, too bad the camera. I started working for a little bit, but it just kind of kicked off, right? Um, so, man, I'm glad to have you on here. Even if the camera's not working. But I know I met you probably from Fong. I think when did Fong was on with my live stream? That's the first time I saw you. Um, but yeah, guys, we have whole Southern cooks here.
Yeah, like I was on. I don't know what happened.
That's it. Yeah, it's strange. Oh, did you want to stream out to your platform? There's a thing on the top right, and we could send them over, and they can get chains, get you some watch hours. Hello, Budget Rips, Brian. How you doing? DM card openings. What's up, DM? How you doing? Cool dudes that on the card side coming in, and DL from National Parks Princess. But yeah, if you stream and we drop the link, we could send people to sit there and while we chat.
Okay.
So all you gotta do is click on it, go live, and then once it's live, cop- copy it and drop it into my live stream. I know it sounds complicated, but what once you do it, one of the people, one of like Allison Project, one of the guys or the crew can do that. They'll drop your live, and I can pin it to the top. But yes, a lot of cool stuff going on, and I got Nick on, and make a announcement and stuff. Once we set everything up and give everybody their chains, got 23 people up in the chat. I was pretty excited about tonight going live. It's been a very busy week for me. And let's see. Yeah, let me know when you have it, and then what I could do is also open up. Oh, Nick, you still there? Okay, you got the thumbnail going on there, or the what do you call it? The thingy, the logo. But
Did I do it right?
let's see. Are you
It says
live?
I'm.
Let's see. Okay, let me
Yeah.
see. Okay, let me go on to your live, and then what I'll do is well, I can't. I won't be able to copy it. Technology. Yeah, I didn't want. I was on your live earlier, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm not gonna. I didn't want to do my nails. I do need my nails done though. I got a hangnail on my pointing finger. It's not showing live yet on your end.
It says it's streaming to my.
Okay, let's see if maybe I'll refresh this bad boy right here.
I selected stream this to your audience. Then it had me log in to my YouTube, and it's showing my icon for my channel.
Okay, let's see. Let's see.
Oh, hold on. I think okay. I don't know why it's picking my day to act all stupid, but we're gonna get this together. We're gonna get this together.
We're gonna do it, man. We're problem solvers, Nick.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get it going. Yeah, we're gonna. She's one. The thing is being weird, but yeah, she's gonna make her send it out live, and then we'll drop the link, and we'll go to the. You guys will go. I'll stay where I'm at, because if I go, like, the StreamYard will die, but we'll get it. Remember, we're live tomorrow, the OT Hockey Show. Okay, so there's quite a bit of people that will be going live on different days. Tomorrow's Friday. DM, I want to
Okay,
try
what
to
about
match what happened.
now?
Okay, let's check. Let's check. We are just making our way downtown. Oh, there you go. I see it. It says Nick. There it is. Okay.
Like, why is my thing being raggedy? Why is the system hating on me, Bert? What's going on? Like,
You know what?
it's
Sometimes
hating on me.
sometimes it's just one of those things, right? Like, it just does it.
Like,
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I won't be able to pin my own link unless I can. Let's see. But okay, for all of you guys in here, if we can, Nick is one of those whole Southern cooks, right? She's one of those that is working their way to the 4K range, and we'll talk about that. All right, Felicia's over there. Go ahead and link up. Fong is over there. Get yourself a necklace, and Nick, we can just give them their little moderator wrenches and stuff as they make it to your live stream.
oh, for
And that is,
sure.
yes. Do I have time to grab a beer? Yes, you do, El Georges. We will be on for at least another hour and maybe 35 minutes. So you do have time to get the beers. The beers. All right. So cool, guys. I have my watch hours already, and we want to kind of
Hey,
help out and
y'all.
stuff like that. So go ahead and just log in, go to her link. And then if one of you guys are there already, if you can, if one of you guys can drop her live link, which I dropped. Let me see if I can actually pin my own comment, because it's been giving issues. Let me see if I can pin it. Oh, yes, I can. So I pinned it up top. Go to the Whole Southern Cooks house. Stay in the house. Don't double tap it. Stay with her, and then we should be good to go. So right now we have, let's see, we have 25, 26 people up in the actual house. And I see that there are 17 people up in Nick's. Let me just, oh, that's mine. Oh my gosh. Now I got, okay, this is the time, Nick. What's up, Gina? Always a VIP. We are doing well. And I have our friend on here, Nick of Whole Southern Cooks, with me. We're having a little technical difficulties, but you know what? We're not going to let that stop us, Nick. We're going to make this happen. So
Yeah, because they're hating on me. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna try to work it out while we talk. I keep looking at my
for sure.
settings or something. I was live like for 3 hours earlier, so I don't know why it's tripping. Like, you were in my live earlier. I don't know what's going on.
I was. You're doing nails, and maybe they're like, the camera's like, again, really? You're gonna do this again? Like, what's wrong with you? You're just addicted to live streams. That's people like, you're just addicted to going on camera. I'm like, no, I'm not. I really am not. Maybe I am, but yeah. So Nick, maybe you could tell us a little bit about your channel, your YouTube experience, and while you're doing that, I'm gonna stand up and send all my dogs to your channel. So my 4 dogs will be going to you.
Thank you.
Let me do that, and then all of you guys that are just popping in, please go to the top pinned live link. That is Nick of Whole Southern Cooks. Go over there, hang out there. There's 29 people up in the actual chat, but I'd like to see all of you guys up in there. But just let us know a little bit about your channel while I go ahead and send my dogs over to you.
All right. Well, I started out wanting to cook because I wanted to bring about awareness of like the importance of cooking, staying away from like all of these commercial brands with like a whole bunch of crap in it that like is literally not, it's literally like giving us cancer and stuff like that. And I know a lot of people don't have time to cook or they don't want to cook or whatever. So I started out just wanting to do that. And then it turned into me wanting to build like a portfolio for my brand, because I know that the cooking category of YouTube is very competitive. And I didn't have like unrealistic goals for myself as far as like, well, I want to get boatloads of like subs or whatever. I was more so focused on the other side of YouTube that a lot of people don't talk about, which is like um using your audience and transitioning them into being like, you know, possible consumers of your products, because I'm working on a food line. And I wanted people to know that I know how to cook and to see the passion that I have, so they know that, my line will be quality and it comes from the heart. But then I got bored with only focusing on cooking, and I decided to go nicheless. And as you know, I made a post a couple of weeks ago where I thought I was going to have to quit my channel and start a brand new one because I didn't know how people would take me being nicheless on my channel. And I thought I couldn't have it all for some reason. But everybody really welcomed me with like open arms, which was really cool. So now I'm just trying to open up more, and, you know, it is what it is with me.
Oh man, just in time because I actually sent all the dogs your way. So right now, let's see. We got 28 up in the house, and we have about 19 that are uh, on for dogs. Okay, looks like it's right. So guys, if you're still up in my channel, I have all my watch hours. I got my 4K. Once you get your 4K, that's all you need. It's all about views. That's why I'm doing a bunch of crazy shorts and long forms and different types of things. So Gina, always a VIP. Yeah, guys, go to Dick's channel. The link is up top. Sit on there and just hang out there and just relax. Just making sure. Let me catch chat real quick. I saw El George just make a little comment. Make sure we're good to go. Okay. But yeah, nicheless is the best because I'm nicheless because like I can't. I have ADHD, so I cannot be in a box. I don't want to just cook. I don't want to just sing. I don't want to just show the dogs. I kind of just want to show things like I want to show. And it opens up like this huge. It opens up the world actually, and I'm glad that you decided not to quit your channel because you do have a personality. When I hear your live streams and stuff, and especially it's to hear it in the comments or to see it in the comments, but to actually hear it on a live, I'm like, okay, yeah, you could do whatever you want. Like seriously, you could cook, you could do whatever. You do nails. It's one of those things. I can hear it.
No, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was
You're
nervous.
welcome.
It was very nervous for me. I didn't know how people would respond because sometimes it doesn't go over very well. Like sometimes people are not trying to hear that. And I was like, well, I'm just going to do what I do and see what happens. And so this is what's going on. And I wish I could be on cam, y'all. I was literally live for 3 hours earlier. I have no idea what's going on with my phone. I restarted it twice. It'll like click on and click off. I can't get to my settings to figure out if I need to like enable permissions for StreamYard or something with this specific setup. I don't know what's going on, but I didn't want to keep y'all waiting. So like I'm trying to tinker with it while we're live, but y'all please forgive me. Like I'll go live another time if y'all want to, you know.
Uh, for sure, for sure. At least we're getting to hear you, and then we'll announce the thing I was talking to you about the other day, right? And then eventually they're gonna be, oh, okay. But yeah, cool. 29 people up in the house. Thank you so much. If you're just popping in, I got whole Southern Cooks with me. That's Nick, friend of Fong that I met maybe 2 months ago or so when Fong came on. So I'm glad I had Fong on. Every opportunity to have a guest on is an opportunity to get another cool person within our group, right? And I love the group. They're very supportive, um, and they help each other out with content, help each other out with motivation. That's a big one, and just whatever we need. I know Renee's been needing some help, and man, the community poured out, and like about $600 was already generated. She's about 300 short. She's working right now, so it's one of those things, man. We do what we can with what we got to help who we can, in the group. Um, but let's see. Oh, did you want to announce? Like, I know you were saying, maybe you can explain maybe the gourmet treat package thing you were talking about, as far as like with Renee.
Yeah, so when I saw what was going on with Renee and her situation, I wanted to kind of try to do something sweet, metaphorically and literally for so pun intended, for the people who reached out to help. And I know nobody was doing anything like to get anything from it, but anybody who donated to her that would like one of my gourmet treat boxes from my bakery, I am sending them out. So all you got to do is just like hit me up and let me know. You can email me at Whole Southern Cooks, the same name, at Gmail, and let me know so you can have anonymity and say, hey, I donated and I wanted a treat box, and I'll send them out totally for free to you. There'll be my 24K chocolate chip cookies, which are like my top seller in my bakery. There'll be different types of pound cakes, which was my first like popular video that actually put me out, because like I'm like a pound cake master. I say that humbly because like it takes a lot of skills to make a really good pound cake, and I've been making them for like over 15 years. And so there will be different flavors of that. There will be probably some homemade candy bars and stuff. I don't want to tell you everything, but the treat box is valued at like $75. So,
Oh
it's a
my
really nice
gosh.
box. Yeah, it's a really
Uh,
nice box.
okay, I don't. I would like one.
You should
I'm gonna
definitely get
email you,
one.
Nick, because man, all that stuff you're saying, my wife and daughter will just eat up. And I know you could cook. I really could tell, could tell based on some of the stuff I already saw. I'm like, oh yeah, you're gonna go ahead and make like the Korean barbecue. I know you're like, I don't know where it's like you can make a Korean barbecue with no clothes. I don't know. We were on a chat. It was probably late, and we're all just like being silly. And I'm like, oh, wow, that'd be some dangerous stuff. But I am gonna email you because man, I love sweets. Although I shouldn't have it. But yeah. So yeah, everybody who has like made a little donation, Nick of Host Only Cooks is gonna send out one of her gourmet treat packages, and I'm gonna go. I would love that one because that sounds freaking delicious. And then I guess what Renee will do is reach out with Nick. She'll hook up with you, Nick. I told her when she's not so busy from work, and she can let you
Right.
know who's who, and then you guys can coordinate that through however it is. And then I see a couple people on your channel. We got my good friend Judy there. Could you, if it's possible, to give her a wrench, Brian a budget Ritz, and also the Black Widow channel. What's up, Black Widow? They are up on your in your house right now, which everybody should be in her house. My goal for today was to have 32 people on a live stream with 0 people in my house. That's the goal. And the goal is that because I want to make sure that people that need that 4K is like Nick and you, Renee and Raph and Fong and Black Widow and Angela's Critters and CCC Corner Club as Cobalt. You guys get to where you need it's and Maiden too, because once you get there, it's just gonna open up this thing and like, oh my gosh, I could do this, and that's where nicheless is gonna be like. You're gonna realize like that's cool. I could do this, and it's crazy, man. Like I think my 40,000 view Google car is probably made like $2 or something, which is that's good. $2. It took me like 30 seconds to make, so hey, that's exciting for me to see. I mean, it's pennies, but could you imagine if it's the bar was raised and you only wanted 100,000 views? That's when cool
Exactly.
things will happen, right? And then
Any money is good money. If I mean you're making the content, so any profit is good, in my opinion. Like,
yeah, I mean it is, and I think I saw one of the people that won one of your cash drops. Remember, I was out there like everyone like who wasn't there was winning, and I'm like Adam won 5 times, and I was like, oh my god! I was at Kroger. I'm like, whoa! And then I know I see hello X Friedman, how you doing? X Friedman won one of the things there. I came on here now. Thanks, y'all. Love you, Nick. Okay, cool. So John, I think is on yours now, holding. So we got Barbie Daily on yours right now, Nick, and also John Horcats of the Virginia Mountain Shack, my buddy John Swarzik. Um, cool. But maybe we could talk. Okay, so gourmet treat boxes. What is? My mom's probably. If you hear the dogs barking, it's about that time. They're
see, they
always
want
part of
some
this part.
treats too. They must know I make dog treats too, because I make dog and cat treats.
If you throw in a dog thing, they would be so happy about it.
I will
This is six.
definitely. I will
That
definitely. Any of y'all that have pets, let me know too when you coordinate with Renee, and I'll send y'all some little like cookies, like kitty cookies and doggy cookies. They're totally natural, every safe. all that stuff. I'll throw in some treats for your furry babies as well. So
That man, that's so exciting. Don't know if you're a pound cake master that own and flaunt that. Okay, so 40 and broke. 40 and broke's a cool dude. So he said, don't be humble. If you are a master of pound cake, you should like put a maybe you should be not whole Southern cooks, you could be like pound cake master of the world or something. Change your channel name, right? A pound
pound
cake
cake
master.
queen.
Pound cake queen. Dude, and that's what's cool about nicheless. Like I've changed my name 4 times. I had my whole name. I'm like, maybe I should put my whole name. That's dumb. Then I change it to like Bert's Beats something, and I put the MDBC tag. And you know what? Maybe tomorrow I'll change it to something just Bert or something like that, or hello, I'm Bert, or you know. And the channel name is kind of cool, but then nothing really happened when I changed it because YouTube's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Everything and all of it." And that's kind of what I put out, and that's the nicheless one. And what's cool is we have this awesome crew that kind of gets behind what you're doing, and we do the same. So we have this power and ability to throw our weight around to get people watch hours, view time, get them pulled out of analytics. And I truly appreciate the crew, the Modern Day Breakfast Club crew, and also the new people coming in. I appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out with us and becoming friends. That's the goal, right? And if you look at the chat, we don't really have any like drama stuff. No one's like calling us names. And I'm always trying to watch the chat. Everyone is super cool up in the chat and very helpful. And nobody really holds back information, right? Spine ticks, Nick. Maybe we talk about spine ticks. This dude does not hold back anything. He's got 13K and he's like, hey, man, this is how you do it. It's like, okay. And we're like really good friends at this point. We talk a lot on the phone. And he just
Yeah,
tells
he's
me, like,
really
this is
cool.
how it goes.
He's really cool and he's mad humble. When you start getting any type of like following on YouTube, people start acting like they're like, I don't know, like they're like the king or queen of some country or something. And like he's hella laid back. I really like that. I can go down the list and tell you what I like about everybody because like I keep it real. Like when it comes to you, like you're very down to earth as well. Like you're down to listen and help people, and like to be the creator of the group. Like you're very humble as well because a lot of people start feeling themselves and everybody stops getting humble. So I definitely like that. Judy is like a top supporter. Like Judy don't even have no content and she just goes super hard, always supporting people. And I love that about her. Alice and Pearl Jam. First of all, he can dance. Okay. I
Yes,
was
he
I was
can.
saw him run the dance. I was like, what? So he can dance. He's cool. He's real chill. Um, X is X. I know him from another set of lives as well, and he's always very polite and very funny. Robert Springs is also another very polite person who is nice and always speaks to you. Miss J is super creative and she has like the most peaceful voice. I love watching her art. National Parks Princess, when I tune into her videos, I'm like, where we going? Because I already know it's going to be somewhere cool, seeing something exotic that I'm not going to be able to see any other time. And she's very kind. Like everybody is just really kind. Four Cats in a Virginia Mountain Shack. He is so, y'all already know, he's super supportive as well and always goes out of his way to be nice to people. Um, there's so many people in here. Maiden is mad cool. He's teaching me stuff about, the sports cards world. All the sports cards people are. Black Widow, her channel, I like the fact that she's like, her channel has like an air of mystery to it. And she has so many different interesting things she covers. Uh, um, just Fong, of course, that's my dude, like my day one who put me on. Me and Fong have been knowing each other and supporting each other since like I first got on YouTube. And I didn't even realize how hard he was like being supportive until I started looking through my videos like 6 months in. And I was like, yo, this dude is like always showing me love. And that was really cool to me. Um, so yeah, like everybody on here, Felicia Quinn, she's very kind. She has a new channel that I'm really loving. She was a little nervous at first about going live and like telling her story and starting her journey. And I talked to her and I was like, yo, like, be yourself. F everybody. If they have something negative to say, like, you always try to think, like, I always say to myself, being on YouTube is like trying to plan to have a baby. You can plan all you want to, but it's when it happens, it happens. Everybody has their first video. It's never the best video. You learn, you grow, and like, as long as you do you and you're true to yourself, like that's, can't nobody stop you. You can be nice and people still gonna have a problem with you. So I'm just like, whatever. And I really like, um, you know, Adam too. I nickname him the caddy because he has all the cats.
Daddy.
He's showing love and telling us how to take care of our feline family members. Everybody on here is just cool. I just like everybody. And Bert, I love, your dogs. I be getting into them. I get into spine fix dogs. Um, the shorts are always so funny. I might not always comment, but I literally like everybody's stuff. I literally make time to watch authentically so many people's content. Um, so it's just mad cool people. About myself, like I'm a southern type of woman who has roots that are West African, actually from Ghana, Accra, Ghana, West Africa, and France. So I'm a French African person. I'm a Creole woman from the South, Louisiana, Carolinas, all that. And I'm my own kind of person. I'm a singer. I'm a hardcore singer. I play the acoustic bass guitar. Um, and I actually want to sing with you one day, Bert. I really
Oh,
do.
let's
If we
go.
ever if
Let's
we ever
go.
have something, I want to sing something with you because I love your voice. And I sing all the time, every day. I'm always singing something. Um, and I'm into my nails, like the business side of me. Like I am into my culinary endeavors and do a little bit of day trade and stuff like that. And I got into YouTube initially because um, my father, he has late stage Alzheimer's. And I put my life on hold for about 4 years and put it all into my dad. And when I got on, I had this mindset of YouTube pre-pandemic that if I just upload content and it's good, that oh, I'm gonna blow up, everybody's gonna like me, I'm gonna make money, and and then I got a wake up call, and I was like, okay, there, that's not what it is anymore. So then I got on there originally to have a way to record all of my cooking because I have a fear that, what if I get Alzheimer's someday? And then I want a video way of remembering everything that he taught me because my father is like the pillar of my culinary endeavors. And I was like, I want a way for people, like I want like a digital journal of all of my ways to cook for like my children, my grandchildren, everything. And so like my reasons for being on here go pretty deep. And I just decided I'm just going to have fun. I just want the channel to be a collection of everything, anything that I want to share. So, I love Modern Day Breakfast Club. You know, it's cool. It's been good to me, and I like everybody here. I really do.
It's fantastic. Let me just I saw some people just pop in. What's up, Dirk Remington? How you doing? Veronica, Christy Crazy Crafty Life. Welcome guys. Yeah, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and agree with you on that. Like the Modern Day Breakfast Club, I mean, we have, I don't know, 200 channels on there, but like if you just were looking at like, wow, that's a big group, but it really isn't that big. I mean, in actuality, it's probably little less than 40 people that are kind of like here or around, like they're there and they actually connect and do stuff and share things, right? So and everyone is cool. Like we're just here, no drama. We're helping each other out. I go to silent lives and I kind of sit and I watch because I'm editing or watching another live. I'm getting ready to be a guest on something, and it's like I'm watching the conversations and they're really like actual conversations, not like sub me up, that kind of craziness, right? We don't do that
Right.
here. I don't. No one's like sub me up, and like when we see it, like no, don't do that here. You got to work it. Be a person and then get in. That's how we do it, right? So, and that's what we're here and all about. Leroy. Okay, so got two new people that I've seen that recently met that are pretty cool that I enjoy, who've come and checked me out. Maybe Care of Million Paul on the other side of the world, who put the tag and he's trying really hard. So Barbie Daily, who's probably still here, and also the 40 and Broke guys. This is a cool dude that I just recently met, and he's a trucker and he's giving financial advice of like what he's doing. So and everybody has their own little thing. So like instead of like me saying, most of you guys are already connected with each other and you fully support each other, but I try my best to look out for the new faces, right? Felicia Quinn, I just connected with. There's two videos that I saw I will watch later. I know Spine Tick said he would check it out. And, the cool thing about Sith is that he's a man of his word, even though he's got like such a huge following. He's got 70 or so in chats and fast-paced best live I've ever been to. And he'll live up to the word of whatever he's doing. And, he's just down to earth. What's up, Adam of Catatama? You were talking about him. And, man, it's been a good journey of meeting new people, and a lot of them are here now. If you guys are just popping in, I got Whole Southern Cooks with me with some camera issues, and if you guys can stay over in Nick's live stream, and I think Nick, there's a couple people on your live stream that have maybe you already gave them wrenches. We'll see. I kind of saw maybe a couple,
Yeah,
but you're probably
I've been going through giving everybody, making sure they got their blue clothes on. So,
close.
um,
Yes. Hello, Sydney
so,
Cat. How you doing? It's Sydney Cat spamming the hearts in the chat on live streams. What's up, Sydney Cat? Another cool member of the Modern Day Breakfast Club.
and
You guys are so fantastic.
I also gotta say that I really like how a lot of the community is, about letting people, like, not having a problem with people chatting amongst themselves in lives and coming and going in lives and stuff like that. Because, like, I remember back in the day, it's kind of like, chat rooms. Like that's kind of what YouTube lives, excuse me, y'all know I just got over the flu, is I think that's a great thing. I think it's an accomplishment when you can have a live that people are talking and having their own conversations and they're still there. Like if they didn't want to be there, they wouldn't be there. So I think that's a great thing. So shout out to you for setting that standard. And again, I can't say enough, Fong has really been here and helped me get comfortable with, Modern Day Breakfast Club, answer questions, got me comfortable to talk to you. Like I thought you were going to be like every other like community member and be all like unapproachable. And he was like, nah, like Bert is real cool. Like just talk to him. Like he's really cool. And you know, he he didn't lie. Like you're very cool. And I like how the group is also diverse. I was worried about that because I've been in a lot of groups where like, everybody's all prim and proper and they're like, well, now we're going to do this, then we're going to do that, and we can't do this, then, and I'm just not that type of person. Like, I'm just
Oh,
me,
me
you
either.
know.
Me, I cannot do that either. What's up, David Lynn, Prepper Principal? David puts the tag on there. He's also a teacher in Texas. I think he may be about 50 or 60 miles away from where I am. Thank you so much, David Lynn, Prepper Principal, for coming in. And you are so correct, man. I would not be where I'm at without the massive support of the group as a whole. I am only as good as the group is as connected and um, as connected as the group is. Like if the group falls apart, then I am nothing. And that's why I pour so much energy into making sure you guys check out so and so and this and that. and then I pour so much energy into trying to push people into the watch hour sections because once you become monetized, then you might be able to give me some tips as Sith does. And I learned how to do live streams by sitting and watching his live streams, taking notes, watching him, seeing how he goes. The chat's the chat. It's the most important thing to watch in a live stream when you're running it. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't mind. I want people to have their own side conversations. Like this is not my life. This is everybody's life, and that's why I'm putting it out. Right. I'm not here to like I need to show you this. I'm not more important than everybody as a whole. So I have no issues with people coming and going. I have no issues with people talking side conversations. That's the goal of it. And then, like the Black Widow said, like the old AOL days. Um,
Right.
and somehow we found it because our community is basically the demographics is around the 40 mid 40 range. Like that, I'm mid 40, and a lot of people on here are around that range. And somehow we found each other, and here we are having side conversations on side conversations on a side conversations as we are talking, popping in and out,
Yeah.
and supporting as much as we can, right? And I
Yeah.
love it.
I like too how I watch you, like you've been uploading a lot of your shorts with the dogs and with other things. Like you did a video that I really liked. I don't know when you recorded it, but you said some drive reminded you of something from Def Leppard. And it was such a beautiful sky when you were driving. That was really cool. I like your frequency of uploads. The same thing with Sith Lord, Spine Ticks. He uploads a lot, and it reminds me to stay on my game too. Um, y'all don't know, not everybody knows, but my mom, she had a stroke Sunday. I've had a very hard week. And Modern Day Breakfast Club has helped me keep my focus because I was out with the flu for 2 weeks. And then before that, I was sick with my IBS. And I am like 3 weeks behind in my career. And I had a really rough week. My mom is out of the hospital. She got out day before yesterday. And it was stress induced from, trying to be superwoman at 81 and taking care of my dad. And it's been a really rough week. Felicia Quinn has been talking to me a lot. And whether people know it or not, like just coming by and saying positive things has just been keeping me up. I say all this to say you never know what people are going through because, like, it's been really rough for me the past week. Like, I ain't wanted to do nothing. I ain't want to upload. I ain't want to go live, but I like force myself to because I don't want to fall off. And, YouTube for me is like therapeutic as well because it helps divert sadness, depression, negative emotions because it's easy to sit in those feelings. And so, again, just a shout out to you, Bert, for having, for attracting a collective community that is truly uplifting in a lot of things. You know, I had left a comment when I was talking about Renee, and I was like, Renee ain't the only one going through stuff. I know we all are going through stuff, but like, yeah, so I appreciate all y'all just being kind and you didn't even know what's going on with me, but I appreciate that. I'm having a very, very rough week. And so, I just wanted to say thanks to y'all for that as well.
For real. And then like if you're watching chat, I mean it's really just a bunch of it's flooding with comments of like, stay strong and this and they truly mean it because these are people who articulate their comments in a chat, if that makes any type of sense. I mean they're the community is fantastic for whatever you need or the time you need it. All you got to do is find a one of the lives popping off, and you get what you need, right? And a lot of them, it's therapeutic for me. I don't really go out in public and meet with people. I kind of just stay home and do my thing. But
Me too. Me too.
and
You are not
this
alone.
is this is my socialization, and it's like it can happen as long as you have the right group that's around, right? And it's hard to do, but now that it's here, it's like it's hard to bust it up. I saw a comment that John made, which really resonated with me. Because John's a cool dude. He's a super cool dude. That being different is being yourself. You can't love others without being yourself first. It can lead to dissension because some people won't like who you are, but it eventually leads to love if you be true. And that's the thing. When you make videos, when you do live streams, just be who you are, and you'll attract like-minded people. Don't fake anything, and then it's just it. People, if you have something going on, like they don't really like, I don't whisper in mics anymore because it's kind of weird. I used to do that, but then like there's little things they will tell you, little uh, what are they called? Those little small things that you need to fix amongst. But then as we've been together a really long time, and like literally, there's like these guys are like I love these guys. They're my friends, and they're there for me when I need them, and I try to my best like every day to be there, whether it's like assistance or whatever. I'm down for that because I know if I ever am going to stuff, I'm gonna pop on here and I'm gonna talk to someone, and I'm gonna get 20, 30 people um, give me love, and that's what I love
Yeah,
about them.
exactly. And I want to thank y'all again for having patience with my camp situation. What ended up happening to me this week was Saturday. Y'all know cell phone prices, the bills are just astronomical. So we made a decision to switch from one provider to another. And I forgot that I was waiting on a new phone, like the transition of phones and stuff to happen. So what happened to me this weekend is we went ahead, placed the order for our phones, and then as soon as I powered on my phone, I had a bunch of messages, and my sister had called and let me know about my mom on Sunday. So then, you know, from there, I was just like, wow, really? And then y'all know how it is when you get a new phone. You got to transfer everything over. They tell you you can use them little import apps. The apps freaking never work for me. Like when they say, oh, just copy all the apps, it takes forever. I don't bother with it. So, what's probably going on is on this new phone, I have to set some permissions or something. I don't know. I felt really bad because I didn't want to keep you guys waiting, but just thank you for having grace with me because tonight was also supposed to be another live of my own separately, but like y'all, I am so backed up in serious career endeavors that I have to take some time just to breathe because I had like and I'm just being very open because I'm an open person. Last night I had like a not a panic attack, but like have you all ever had it to where like you're just so overwhelmed? Like you're just overwhelmed and you just kind of mentally shut down. Like I had that last night. And my family was like, take a few days off. You're already behind. You can't make up for it. So just take a breather. So, I'm sorry my camera isn't working right. I will definitely be on cam because I know everybody likes that personal interaction, but it's just been a crazy week, y'all. So thank y'all for not being upset about my cam not working. I swear I don't know what's up with it, but I'm gonna work it out. Just please be patient with me. Give me grace. I know y'all don't want to sit up here and look at my little icon, but I got y'all on another one. So
Yeah, but what's crazy is these guys they don't care about that, man. They're good. What like they sat and listened to me on three. I used to do three live streams a week, and they would come all the time, whether I be doing dumb stuff or whatever it is. And they're so awesome that they are very patient and they have pure grace, like for real. Like just being able to talk to you enough is enough, like for us to do, and that's a cool thing. We don't expect like all this craziness. It doesn't have to be this thing. It could be we could go on like a tangent and start talking about something else, and go back in. And there's a lot of grace within the community, as you know, because with love comes grace, right? And that takes time. And we've been together quite for a long time already. A lot of these guys on here, Christy, Crazy Crafty, like Raph of Allison Project, Miss J, my oldest friends. And now there's, John of Four Cats. We've got Spine Ticks. We've got Judy. We got the Burpee Olga uncles. Just helping out and doing stuff. We got DL, L Georges, like we have all of these guys coming in, and it's like this is the mode where you fit. Oh, we fit perfectly. We're all gonna become muffins, right, or pound cakes. But
And we got the
that's
dogs
it.
too, because I hear them in the back. They said, "Don't forget us, Daddy." So-
Yeah, you know what? Like if I was like this sophisticated live stream, like I am not gonna go to your live stream because at 6:38 every time I'm gonna turn it off because I don't want to hear dogs barking. I'm like, that's part of it. It's like we're just gonna do what we do, and this is my life, and this is who I am, and there's those dogs, and your camera's broken, but we're cool with it.
my
Hey
camera.
man,
Yeah, my permissions. I think I need to go and set my permissions or something. I don't know. But yeah, I say the same thing. Like if y'all hear background noises, I'm like, this is real life. If you want perfection, there's channels for that. Turn on standard TV and see people live without any interruptions. Like it is what it is. I remember I saw when I saw Alice and Pearl Jam, I saw the cat in the window and then it was going back and forth. Like, I mean, it's real life, things happen.
that's what's cool about the like my stream is like I didn't know what I was gonna talk to you about, but just hearing your live, I'm like, this is gonna be easy because all I really got to do is just go off your cue, and we're just gonna bounce back and forth about what we're talking about. Thank you, 40 and Broke, for coming in. Guys, yeah, check out 40 and Broke if you have when you guys have the chance. This is a cool dude that I just met. Speaking of which, L Georges said, make sure we can see your cooking though. Like so for sure. Just her camera works. My fault. I misspoke. Her camera does work. I did see her do some nails earlier today, and her camera will be working when it's time. Uh, he's just messing around.
I literally probably have to go into some setting of this new phone and enable some type of permission. That's
Yes,
probably
you
all
do.
I have to do. But literally, like,
Yeah.
I can't go in now because, I have my one device that's holding the live and the other that I'm able to do the chat in. So, in order just to keep my stress down so I don't like have a aneurysm.
Oh
Like I'm
no,
just,
no, we
you
don't want
know,
that.
I'm
We're
like, I
gonna
don't
be
want,
good.
I'm like, y'all just be patient with me. It'll be back normally functioning tomorrow, you know.
Yeah, see, we're good. Look, okay, so Maiden is even saying like, okay, every the Sunday his kids come in, right, and may ask him like, hey, where's the food or something. Allison Pearl Jam got reprimanded. Raph said he reprimanded them for that, or so my dogs like if it's too much and it's like, okay, guys, go outside again, they'll go, but you can hear them out there, and it's just what we do. And you make use of what you got at that time, right? And the cool thing is we could hear you. What's up, Specs Appeal? How you doing? Guys, if you're just popping in, we got Nick of Whole Southern Cooks on here with me. Can you do me a favor and go to the pinned link? Go sit on her live. She's fantastic, member of the Modern Day Breakfast Club, and also a fantastic individual and friend of mine now at this point. Thank you, Fong, for introducing us. And guys, check out Specs Appeal. She has a cool dog, and she does some. She's kind of like me. She does stuff like me. Well, it's gonna do a short off whatever she thinks is cool. So she's slightly nicheless. Speaking of which, Nick, maybe I'll go ahead and do this since we're at 7:07, right? I'll make the announcement, guys. I'm not gonna go live anymore. Okay. This is my last live stream. For yeah, this will be my very last live stream on a Thursday. Okay, because Nick's gonna take it over. Next Thursday, she will be the one hosting the live streams, and yeah. And what direction are we taking this Thursday live, Nick? I know we had some talks. I was excited about it.
You mean with my on the porch? Are you talking about that?
Oh, you're gonna take over my Thursday next week,
Yeah,
at
yeah,
6
yeah,
p.m. Yeah,
yeah.
so I know we were talking about helping, right? Because remember, I was like, okay, the community came out and like supported Renee a lot
Oh,
already, and
that. We talked about a
yes,
lot of different stuff. I'm sorry.
we do. Yeah,
Yeah.
so next week you're gonna take over. I'm not gonna go on Thursday. It would be Nick. I'm gonna be there, chatting and stuff like that. But she's gonna take over, and it's more the lines of helping others. So maybe you can like explain like I know you were talking about food kitchens and stuff like that, or remember we
Yeah.
are talking about rent parties and we're talking about
Yeah.
whatever help kind of stuff on a Thursday. Um,
Yeah,
sorry.
sure. I'll go into that. So yeah, from now on Thursdays from 7 to 9 Eastern, aka 6 to 8 Central, I'll be live. And when I was talking to Bert and I was like, there are a lot of people who I'm sure need help, but want to either have anonymity or either, they just need help and they don't really know where to turn. And unfortunately, who we're related to sometimes cannot be as much of family help than people that are not related to us. And I felt like maybe we should form some type of community uh, pool of resources that if any of us need help, we can turn to. So, me, for example, I help prevent food insecurity. I make food donation boxes. I'll actually be sending some to someone in MDBC who y'all will see. They're going to do a review video, just basically going over the donation box I send them. And, so if people need anything that is, if they fall on hard times, you're trying to wait for a check or funds to deposit or whatever, you can call on me. I'll send you a nice donation food box. And I ain't talking about no expired stuff. I'm talking about like y'all see what I cook. I have insulated boxes. We have dehydrated really good meals. I'm talking about stuff that I put together from my food brand from scratch. Um it's really nice. So we'll have that. And then excuse me, you guys, let me take a sip.
Yeah, get some water. Yeah, I always have something to drink when I do the
Yeah,
live stream.
right. And then I was talking to Bert and I'm like, y'all remember back in the day when they used to have rent parties where people would have a party and people would bring food and stuff and like in an envelope they'd have like a little piece of money, like even at $5, $10. Some people, people would bring whatever they could. And I was like, maybe we could have like virtual rent parties if somebody falls on some hard times, because a lot of times you'll hear an amount that somebody could need and you'll be like, whoa, like I don't have that. But if it's broken down among a lot of people, it's not that much money. So it doesn't have to necessarily be rent. Maybe it could be, a phone bill, light bill, car, anything, something with your pets, anything that we could need. And everybody get together for a certain type of live and just kind of pitch in whatever they can. Somebody might need $300 and it might seem like a lot for one person, but if it's, you know, 40 people, I mean, you can get that done by giving, $7.50 a piece, so we're stronger together. And in my cultures, we have things similar to this. In West Africa, we have something called money pots, where everybody regularly pitches in when they get paid, for example, even if it's just literally putting away $3. And it's just for a community. Like if anybody could need something, like it's there and then it kind of rotates. So that's what made me think of it, because life happens and it doesn't matter how organized you are, the kind of job you have. Most of us are just one bad thing away from everything going haywire. Could be late, layoffs, bill too high one month, car breakdown. Then what are we going to do? So it was just something I was talking about. And hopefully y'all think that's a positive idea that maybe we could do. Um,
I think we could build on that for sure. Just because I saw the like fantastic support, like it was just like only a couple days ago when I made a call to Renee and I'm like, I'm gonna put this out. I'm just gonna do it, and here it's you get that kind of support and I'm like, we could probably do some, like that on a bigger level, which is not my forte. My forte is to like get things and organize and do that stuff, but like coordinating like where to go and where, that's like where I go, oh my God. Please help me with that. So, it could even be like, I need help building a thumbnail. Oh, cool. What do you want? Let me send it to you. Boom. Little things, I need a help with thumbnail. I need a recipe for this. I need that. And man, maybe, what you could probably do is announce like the cooking challenge that we were talking about on next Thursday's thing. Um, that would be cool. Like what you told me.
Okay.
We
Okay.
don't have to
So
talk about. Don't give them the full details yet because um, you want to. I mean, I like the idea, but like, just you maybe you'll be in charge of the cooking challenge, and I know John might be doing a barbecue challenge. He met that before. He said he met me
right.
before.
I'm excited for all of these challenges coming up. The challenge that Bert was talking about is I'm hosting a cooking challenge. It'll be on the first day of summer, which will be Thursday, June 20th. So everybody will have a lot of time to prepare, brush up on their cooking skills. Um it's going to be a big giveaway to a number of people because I like to have, instead of just one person having like a huge prize, I want to, have multiple people get a nice size prize. And basically, just to give you some minor details without giving everything away, what I'm going to do is send out kits that will be refrigerated kits that will have all types of ingredients in it. And everybody will be on cam who participates. They'll open their kits and then they're going to have like 30 to 45 minutes to cook right then and there, whatever they can come up with. Similar to what they did on Food Network during the pandemic. That's where I got the concept from. Because Guy Fieri sent out boxes of like crazy stuff and, he did a whole bunch of stuff. But, anyways, yeah. And so it's going to be fun. It's going to be funny. I encourage everybody to get in there, even if you're not like a expert cook. It's still just for, I mean, it's a challenge to see what you can do, and it's going to be fun. Y'all know y'all know I do my thing in the kitchen, so I will be judging you with the side eye, the bombastic side eye. I will be looking at y'all like, but it's gonna be fun. I'm not gonna be mean, but y'all know I'm gonna be funny. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
I get a picture like a Gordon Ramsay kind of. That's rubbish. It's rubbish. I'm taking part in it. I'm gonna be part of it, for sure. Okay. Any challenge that the crew runs, I'm gonna do. Doesn't matter what it is. And who's also a cook in here is Shalu's Kitchen. She cooks also. Welcome,
yes,
Shalu. And
yes.
then
Hey,
I
Salu.
noticed this is the first time maybe I've seen Specs Appeal, the one I was telling you, the new person I've met recently. Has dogs and just does all types of different types of thing, whatever's on her mind. I think she was like outside a car and like they had this heavy bass and it blew her hair. She's loving the vibe. And yeah, Specs Appeal, the vibe of the crew is awesome. We try to like do things that like are helpful, and the crew just they talk to each other. What's up, Corner Clubhouse Cobalt? So Nick, June 20th is the cooking challenge, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna take part in it. That's probably gonna be right before I go on my road trip to California to visit with the California crew out there, and we're probably gonna go to the San Francisco Bridge, that kind of thing, do the Bay Area stuff with Fong and rap and stuff. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, that's
So I'm
really
in.
cool.
I am in on the cooking challenge, June 20th. I do know how to cook, and I'm excited. Like chopped. It's gonna be chopped, man. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's a cool thing. And then John said he's working on getting long forms and getting his like live streams up. Maybe if John does like the barbecue challenge, he may be able to explain stuff. And I think I heard John on one of his most recent shorts. He was talking about love and cats. So I'm like, oh, there. I think that's John. So I think he's slowly coming out. And man, John, you would blow it away. We would all come, John, if you have a live stream. I'm just telling you. Oh, I will be there, and a lot of these guys in this chat will be there, John, because you say it is, and you're true to who you are, man. But I'm excited, Nick, about that. For Thursday and where you could go with it. So like ready right off the bat, Thursday you start talking about the cooking challenge, what it might be entail, and then you could grab cooks within the crew and they could become your Allison Pro Jam because you can't do it alone. It's really hard. If you have
Yeah.
for, you need behind the scenes people too, like people that helped me out was Allison Pro Jam. We got the Black Widow. Renee was behind there, and we had like 3 or 4 other people like were trying to talk about it. DL came on and helped us presented it. So it's like you can't do it by yourself. You need a team. I think someone was mentioning a team to make stuff happen, and that's kind of what we
Exactly.
are, right? And I
Exactly.
love it. Like, what do you need? Do you need watch hours? Cool. Everybody go to Nick. Let's hang out with Nick. You need to learn how to cook, or do you need some food? Man, that like canned foods, like what we were talking on the phone. I have a lot of canned foods that like I just use just in case. I don't need it.
Right.
It's just in case. Like, hey man, I could send you 10 things of canned foods, and you could figure out where you want to kick that out to. Um, so there's so much stuff we could do with what you're trying to do on a Thursday. I'm just curious to see what you would name the Thursday show. Like mine is chatting with the crew. That's was this Thursday show, where I just kind of interview people. So I like where it's going as far as helping, and it could be all types of different types of help. You know,
Yeah, and I can't stress enough, like, if you email me at wholesouthern cooks@gmail, like, I'm an old school kid, 80s baby. Like, I'm not messy. If you need help with something, you can guarantee it'll be anonymity, and it's not going to be any, talking and running mouths and stuff. Like, I don't like when people are afraid to ask for help because of fear of judgment or anything. Like, and when you need something, like, when sometimes in this economy, like, you have to decide, like, which expense is it going to be? Is it going to be this expense or that expense? Can I really shop the way I want at the grocery store? Is it going to be like, I got to shop in this section? There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in this economy. So I can't stress enough, like, whatever it is, you can hit me up. And, I mean, that's my thing. Everybody has their special place in their heart, what pulls at them. And mine is making sure that people have what they need as far as their basic resources. Like, I don't want to see nobody out here without stuff being met. So, y'all can just hit me up if you need anything. I also wanted to let y'all know too that I will be having a New Year's bash, and most likely it's either going to be here in the Carolinas or it's going to be in Florida. And so I'm going ahead and starting to make some casual plans for it. And if anybody would be interested in it, Bert, maybe, in modern day getting together, maybe for New Year's or whatever we could do. I think it would be cool, just something to throw out there live at you, to have like an annual thing where maybe like we could get together and just chill out, and or something like that. That's something that I really want to do. So I know, to save money on stuff, you got to plan New Year's, early. I know everybody has, some people have little kids, some people have this or that. So I'm open to anybody who would like to help me plan something. Um,
yeah, man. I mean, this is something like, okay, so in the summer, it's gonna be late June when I'm going over and we're gonna do the San Francisco thing. That's the West Coast side, and I'm definitely down if you're doing that thing over in the New Year's kind of thing. I am off. Like I'm a teacher, so I'll be off. So I'm down for that too. And then it's not too far away, right? So I am also down for that. And we have some people that live in Florida that are part of the crew and part of the communities. People that come through. So that'd be a cool thing to meet. I've met one YouTuber. His name is Sean the Jedi Master. He was in here earlier. That's just because he lives like 20 minutes from my house. But I'd like to meet, like, eventually I would like to meet John Swarzik. I'd like to meet Maiden, but he's in Canada. One day we will meet. I'm gonna probably see Spine Ticks this summer as well because he's in California, and I'm so excited to see people that I've been talking to for a long time, but actually see them physically in person. So that's a good idea. The East Coast side meet. So I'm gonna try my best. We'll do the West Coast side meet and maybe make that an annual thing. Just like next year, February 28th, MDBC Dance Challenge 2025. You know,
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
right? We got 1 year, guys. And rap is, maybe we'll make it a long video. We don't know, but that was a fun thing, and um, and then rap also wants to do. He was mentioning something about like cars, right? Like driving through your car, like rolling, because he has a Mustang. I have a town car, so I don't know if I'm gonna be cool looking in it. But maybe we could be like MDVC cruising or something, and you just get a video of your car cruising down the street or something. Cruising down the street in my 6'4".
Oh,
I don't have
that
I
sounds
don't have a
fun.
6'4". Yeah, like so there's so many different types of things we could do as a crew, and it just helps, man. Like it really like pushes people to limits. Like how do I shoot a car video now? Like, okay, what do I need? Angles, and how do I cook, right? It's good. Every little thing you do with the challenge, it pushes you further. Like how do I it's hard to cook, guys. I've shot like 6 or 7 cooking videos with one hand. And that's so really hard. I'd rather sit here and sing than do that.
It
Um,
is. It's very hard to film and cook because I can't tell you how much food sometimes actually makes it to the video versus what I mess up. Like because you're trying to explain, you're trying to limit your editing so you don't have a whole bunch of stuff to do after the fact. You're trying like cooking for yourself and you're not worried about what every angle looks like versus cooking on camera and making sure that you're making everything make sense. It's very difficult. And I want to step my food videos up even more with like multiple cameras, but like I kind of feel like if people want to see that, maybe they can just check out like Tasty or something. Cause I want to keep like the homey feel of my cooking videos. Like, I don't know if I want to go through all that. I don't have the time to go through all that. I'm really trying to just make YouTube as pleasurable as I can make it for myself. Cause otherwise I'll back off and then I won't do it. That's the kind of person I am. So,
oh my god. My dogs. Fong is in for the thing. But yeah, you know what? Speaking of cooking, right? I can attest to that, man. Like, you want to make it look good when you're cooking, so you need colors and stuff. So I made salsa, right? And I'm like, you know what look really good on camera? Lots of color. So I probably used like double the amount of peppers that I was supposed to use. I was like, oh man, that looks so good, right? I made it, and then made it. So I was like, oh man, that looks good. I was like, dude, I probably had like 3 chips, and I was like, oh, dude, no, thank you. Like that looks beautiful, but oh my god, I burned the crap out of my mouth. But
yes.
my kids love it, and that pushed me because like, how do I film with one hand doing all of this and then editing all of this, right? So every little challenge that you do is gonna make you better as like a creator, I think. And then the fact that at the end we get to watch it like the dance challenge and crack up about it. That even is, like Raph said, this is gonna bring the community closer together because we're gonna laugh at each other and we're gonna put something out in, with the thought that this is our friends are gonna watch it. So I don't care. I'll dance in front of you guys, even though I suck. I hate dancing. I'll sing anything you want me to sing, but no one's gonna catch me dancing. But the fact that you guys are so cool and unjudgmental and care and my friends, like I'm gonna do it. So I'll cook, I'll eat balut, I'll do whatever it is, right? So it's exciting. We could do the barbecue, we could do cooking, we could do sites, like what's the best summit, like DL said. And we could do the car thing that Raph said and shoot your uh shoot some kind of music. Oh my god, like a music video with your car, like a Fast and the Furious kind of thing, with like the Charlie booth when Vin Diesel
Mm-hmm.
went out. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that might be cool. Those are little things we could do as a community, and it does enhance our ability as creators. And it does 2 things: does that, and then it strengthens our bond as a community because we're doing things together.
Yeah, I'm actually curious. I have a question. I want to know if Fong ever messes up in his drink videos. Like, does he ever make mistakes that we don't get to see? Because he makes everything look so flawless. I know for me, my son, he was telling me, he was like, Mama, why don't you make like a bloopers video where you just show all of your mistakes? I was like, oh my God, people would literally think I'm like a potato. Like, they would think I don't have any clue on how to cook. If you saw how much stuff actually goes wrong in in cooking, like how much stuff I drop, stuff that just falls on the floor, flour goes everywhere, crack a egg, the egg flies somewhere, like waiting for the oil to heat up and it starts burning, then I gotta stop and wash the pot. Like, I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, George is oh George, I do have a sign on the door, but I forgot to put it on the other side. What's this? Burpee Yoga Uncle, guys. This guy, if you go to his stuff and you support, he'll do the exact same stuff. He came on and told us about the silent live stream long time ago. Thanks so much. That set us in the right direction. And as far as shorts are going, he said he cooks too, but all of his recipes are 30 minutes or shorter to make in real life prep time. Most are 10 minutes prep time. So it's like real quick things that I make. It's like, man, I get home at 5 o'clock and I have a live at 6. So the quickest thing I could do is like fried rice. 15 minutes on the rice, my Tiger rice cooker. I gotta have it,
Mhm.
best brand. And then whatever I'm cutting, it takes 26 minutes or less for me to make the fried rice and eat it. Then I have 10 minutes to get on the live. So and I know a lot of people are busy with life too, and they probably don't even have that amount of time, like 30 minutes. So it is pretty crazy. Like, and I mess up. I did an adobo video where I burned the crap out of the bottom part of it, and the top looked cool because I was filming, and my wife's like, "This is horrible." I said, "But it looks good, right?" And I published it. I'm not going to tell people I screwed up like 75% of the dang cooking thing. Uh, yeah, Tiger brand rice cooker is the best brand of rice cooker, and I'm going to go to my grave with that statement. What's up, Vancouver Sunny? How you doing? But yeah, man, I'm excited. So, guys, Nick will be taking over the Thursday live for me, and I know Burpee Yoga is like, "You're not gonna do live anymore." I said, "Yes, I'm gonna do Tuesdays, and then if people need me to come on and like guest and do stuff, I'll do that." But I'm at a point where like I probably want to just hold Tuesday and just do the one thing like Sid does one, and that's the big one. And I think with that extra time, without like pushing in a live like that, I can produce more stuff, figure out ideas on how to organize and who's who and get what, and I do need some time with the family probably, and I'm glad you're. I was just waiting for someone to come on and like, okay, who's gonna take this over? This is perfect because
Yeah, that's
yeah,
crazy because I didn't even know, that you, I didn't know that your desire for Thursday. And I literally just was sitting and thinking, I was trying to look at everybody, to not step on anybody's toes. Because I know we don't have to do that, but, I mean, it's just, manners and kindness. And I was like, I'll take Sundays because Sundays is usually my day that where I have more free time. And then Thursdays is kind of like a little more chill. And then I was like, oh, okay. So I'm glad to know that. I also want to just say shout out to Vancouver Sunny. They gave me a super thanks on a video. I just got a notification. So thank you very much for doing that. I really
yeah,
appreciate
Vancouver.
that.
Fantastic friend. I believe it's Korean, living in in Canada. So Vancouver Sunny School, always polite and the comments and stuff like that. And yeah, that's why like you want to have a live stream that's at least 2 hours because you get the net and you'll get the Vancouver Sunny, and you sometimes we might even get Pinky's Bunny's Way, who's like on the other side of the world, in the UK. She's a good friend, and sometimes you'll get those people on the end. We may get Tadas, right? Travel DJT, who got second place, the stair guy. Sometimes we'll get that. That's why it's like 6 to 8 Central is pretty good time, and I've been holding it for many months, and I'm like, wow, okay, I think it's time I just pick one and let other people take it. And nighttime, you try your best not to cross the streams of other people. Like Maiden has his thing going on specific nights, and then Spine takes at 10, and then you try your best not to get in there because if you split 35 people trying to be at a spot, it like it doesn't do either of you good, and it kind of like, oh, who am I gonna go to, Bert or Nick? Like I
Yeah,
don't want
because
anybody
everybody's
to.
interesting, and one,
Yeah,
unfortunately, one person will end up, you know, it's hard to pay attention to both. So I like that we're all considerate of each other like that, because I'm like you, Bert, and I don't know how many other people are like this, but like I don't know if the pandemic has affected my social like desire. Like I used to be more active outside of the house than what I am now, but now like my home is just my safe haven. I enjoy the peace of it. I mean, I'll go places, but honestly, like I chill at home a lot. And I mean, I have, office here and then actual separate from living quarters, so to speak. So like, I look forward to the lives is my point. Like I look forward to being able to multitask because I stay really busy too. And it's hard to just dedicate your time to one specific thing. So, it's good to know that you're like that too. Cause I used to feel alone. Like I actually was talking to someone. I was like, I feel like I'm not doing enough socially. Like I don't leave to do a lot of stuff that I used to. And they told me, they were like, well, I mean, if that's just you, people change. So, I don't know. I chill
I
more
don't
at
think.
home.
Yeah, I don't think you're alone in that. And like I just said, I rather just be home. When as soon as I'm done with the live 8 o'clock, I go hang with the dogs. My daughter, my son could talk to me. I forgot to put the sign on the door. My sign says "Do not disturb." I'm disturbed enough already. I forgot to put it so my daughter may walk in, and but they know the time slots of that. But yeah, I'd rather just be home. Like I think the pandemic did that to a lot of people. Um, and I actually like this better. If I just imagine if we were all together in one room, 35 of us, 36 or 35, we're all sitting there. I don't think I'm gonna be able to be like this. I'm polite and I would wait for my turn, and I may miss my chance to say something to some people. Um, and that's how I am in crowds. Like I don't want to like if someone's talking, I'll just wait. And then there's people that just then you never get a chance. So I kind of like this
Boy,
format
I know
better,
what that's like. I know.
right?
I know what
Um,
that's like. That's aggravating. That's why I don't get some people who like will get upset if you're in their live and you're just not solely focused on them. I'm like, you do know what a live is, right? Like it's like a hangout spot. Like, everybody doesn't have to be just focused on you the entire time. Like, relax. Like,
yeah,
um,
I've learned the most important thing in a live stream is the chat. So like as I'm talking to you, I'm watching the chat, but I'm letting the chat be chat. Like if there's talking, I'm good to go. And if I see a question, I try to catch it right. And most of the time, I like rather have a guest to talk to, or sometimes if I really got to explain a lot of stuff, I kind of just speak, and I don't really care if no one's like paying attention, right? Because you can always catch it, and most of them come to visit with other friends and stuff. It's not all about me. It's the group as a whole, and it's cool that it's like the dynamic what we were talking about earlier. People who just talk to each other. Hey, Sable, welcome, guys. Check out Sable. Got some cool like playlists. I usually listen to her Sable's playlist while I'm like cleaning around the garage and stuff like that. Sable's cool. Um, but man, the crew is cool. They're supportive and they talk, and it's totally allowable to talk and have 17 conversations, all different on a live, right? And they'll come back and listen. So it flows well. And for some reason, we found a way to make it happen. Because this is not my life. This is our life, right? And we're just connecting with each other. So hopefully, some of you get met new people here, like Sable and Vancouver Sunny and El Georges. Um, and you make the little connection that you need to make, or whatever you're looking for, you could get here. um, and it's one of those things, Nick. I used to teach where my words, whatever I'm saying, is the most important thing that is happening right now. That's how I used to teach my first 26 years of teaching. Like the iron, like I'm laying down the law. This is what I say. My rules. Get the hell out if you don't want to listen. I'm the most
right.
important person in the room because I'm delivering the information. That's how I felt as a teacher for that much of my teaching career. And it seemed like, okay, this is cool. I got no problems. Nobody's gonna mess around, right? But then it's there was no connections with the kids, you know.
Mhm.
Now that when I walk in, is I am not as important as all of these people. Were equally important. We're all here in this thing. I'm gonna deliver this message, and then I'm gonna see how the message flows. I'm not the most important person in the room. And once I did that and understood that, I was able to make better connections with kids. Hardly any behavior problems at all now, because I'm not walking in there like I own the place, you know. Because really,
Mhm.
it's about that, right? And sometimes you could be on a live like that. Like, no, the chat's the most important thing, right? And the chat's gonna do what it does, um, which doesn't always include others. No disagreement. It's life thing. You get old, suddenly everything changes, but friends are always forever. And John, yeah, John is he may be slightly older than I am, but he's got some cool life lessons and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, things change, but you always have like these friends, and you know the thing. Growing up, you probably had 100 or 200 acquaintances that you could remember, like picture in your brain. Like, oh, I remember so and so, Peter from here and so and then. I remember doing all
Mhm.
this, but in all actuality, I could probably like out of all those hundreds, like probably four, I could really like remember and still have a connection with, like four or five friends, you know. Um,
Yeah.
and that's just that's how life is, I guess. And what's crazy is there's little friend groups here that are my friend, and we all have something different to offer each other, which is crazy. I don't want. It's working, so it's cool. I don't want to totally understand how we could do this on social media.
Exactly. I like what Spinetix just said, chat's gonna chat. I'm like, I think that's great. Shoot, I don't want to have to. I tell you, it's a big responsibility to have to be um the bearer of someone's happiness. Like, I don't want people, and that's something I had to learn through life. Like, you don't want all the responsibility of having to please people or make someone happy. Like, I don't want somebody coming and their whole daily fix is what I do. So I like, you know, the fact that people can, entertain yourselves. I mean, that's part of being healthy socially. Like, I think it's cool. I'm here for it. I tell people all the time, like, all right, y'all, I'll be back. Y'all, have fun, et cetera, so forth. Or, I think it's all about the connection.
It really is. And you know what's cool is that we all have a motivational factors within like how we're doing YouTube and how you're growing. Because you always kind of want to try to grow. And YouTube is, you want to grow your amount, you want to grow your watch hours, you want to grow your friends list. Then you have the sub list, which is a separate category. And like what's cool is like the friends kind of push you, like, let's go see how much more you could do. Like DL, she does great lives. John made a good point that she's so comfortable when she's talking and doing all that stuff, and so um, like welcoming of everybody who's coming in. And deep down, you could tell in her voice that she's happy that people have shown up to her live stream. And yeah,
Exactly.
and she's like, I don't know if I could do this. It's like, no, DL, you're good. And then what's cool is like we're gonna be there for you. But if I see that my thing as a coach and as a teacher for like many years, if I see a strength that is hidden, like you're trying to hide, I say, no, you have a strength. I'm gonna slowly try to push that strength out to make you a little better. Because if you're better, then I gotta be better. And that's the thing. It's like I don't try to be better by myself. I said if the group can be better, if everybody's better than me, like if all of you had 3,000 subs and you're all making all loads of cash, I'm gonna figure out how to do that too, as a member, right? So like that's what I try to do. Is like let's all get there together, right?
Yeah, and
We'll
I
learn
feel like
together, we'll grow together, we'll do all that together.
exactly. And I feel like if we're all on the same accord, it's like everybody in a group of positivity has their light, has their time. And I think if we can all come together and celebrate that, that's what's up. Like, I like when I see good turnouts for people's lives and, see them enjoying the support and stuff like that. Um, It's cool. It's cool. I like it. And I appreciate y'all for spending time with me. I always tell y'all, even if it's just a few minutes, I appreciate y'all giving me any of your time because you have a lot of things you could be doing. And with me, with my lives, the name of my new live stream is On the Porch After Sunset, because that's how I grew up in the South as a Creole woman. Like, it went down on the porch. Like, we would talk, people, the kids running back and forth, and it's the sun's going down, the sky's beautiful, the breeze is going. If it's summertime, you'll see the fireflies, and you might have to get inside because of the mosquitoes, but it was nice and peace and chill, and that's what I have. I think the best thing I've learned about YouTube thus far is just being myself. That's all I have to offer. I don't have anything else. So, yeah.
That's all we can actually give. So I'm just getting some gems, some pieces of advice from people that like have given advice that have actually worked. Early on, I met Burpee Yoga Uncle, and he told us a lot. I actually had him on as a guest, and it's like he said, "You do YouTube or social media for you, not the audience, because in the end you got to sell yourself to whoever it is that's gonna buy whatever it is, right? So just do what you love, and just keep doing that, and in the end you'll be happy. Like that's all you can do. I mean, I can't put something out about crafting because I don't know how to craft. I don't know how to do that. And you do what you can, and it's gonna come out, and people are gonna see that love and that passion, like DL when she goes out and talks about the different parts and the animals and the seals, right? And then when you're talking about the cooking and all kinds of helping of things, and when John is shooting the cats and they're just doing their thing, that's what he loves. The love comes out if you're just you, and it's hard. Don't be who you're not, right? Do what makes you happy. I think I saw one more here. That's what my channel is about. I love that. Okay, so outdoor sunset family, yes. Wait, I saw one more here that I did. Okay, Black Widow. Everyone is their own individual. It's a nice mixture. The crew. We have different types of people, and we get along together. There's people that will, hey, by the way, so and so, check this, that, right? And people do their own thing, and the mixture is cool. Right? There's crafting, there's cooking, there's lifestyle, there's vlogging, there's dogs, there's cats, there's hiking and going seeing different places. There's sports cars, there's AI stuff. There's so many different types of things, because in the end it's about you. That's why I like going over to your channel, because you're there, right? You could show me a Steve Miller Band cup coaster, and I'm gonna watch you tell me about it, because I like you guys, right? That's why I'm there. And your
Exactly.
character is what sells. What you love and your character is the thing that sells. And YouTube's not for everybody, because some people just don't have anything to really share. Right? But this group has a lot to share, whether it be their cats,
Yeah.
the parks, the sports cards. In the end, it's you, right? Um, it's you, and it's lighting, it's timing, and it's a crew, and it's a lot of things. But in the end, the most important thing is you and the passion. And I can do this forever because I love doing this. This is something I like doing, and I do like connecting people together. That's my thing. It's like it's such a challenge. How do I get these guys to go here and do that? I just my teacher self has learned to do it. What was that
Yeah.
giant pog? Oh, Adam, this is not a pog. It's a Steve Miller Band coaster that I got from this fair. So it was free because I got a bunch of stickers. I went on Spinetix and he's like, bring something music related. So I bought a crap load of stickers, and I brought this Jimi Hendrix like journal Nick, when I do lives, I
Hmm.
go through 2 or 3 pages of notes. So I write down questions. I circle new people that might do this, ideas that we might have. I never do a
Wow.
live. I never do a live without a notebook, because I'm not gonna remember everything that was said or asked, and it's all coming from chat, right? Because chat's the most important. So I
Hmm.
try my very best to like make sure I write things down.
You know what's crazy? I do that too. I'll write down like the main key things that I want to remember to talk about, because sometimes when you get on live, you just everything can just go out the window. I think what I want to say to people, because I know it's approaching 9, my time, 8, everybody else or wherever you're at. Um, just to remind people to be open minded when it comes to content. You may hate cooking. You may be totally lazy or just not into it or just whatever, but you may find another common ground with me that allows us to connect, and then that can inspire you. And that's what I do with a lot of channels in modern day Breakfast Club. I know nothing about collecting cards, but I've been at maidens lives faithfully, like, for weeks now, because it's interesting. I like seeing how everybody gets excited about, showing off their thing, showing off their things and learning about things. And then that's prompted me actually to independently learn about cards and finding out how much some are worth. I like, you know, um, karaoke type of flow that Bert will do, because it reminds me of all the good music that I don't get to hear a lot anymore. That will remind me, like, oh, let me go check this out or add this to my playlist or whatever. Like, you know, and arts and crafts and just everything everybody does, hiking, fishing, living, homestead in rural France. He's off the grid doing stuff. Like, it's a lot of cool content on here, so don't let your your lack of familiarity stop you from connecting with people, because you can bond on other things. You can be introduced to something that you may not have thought you liked before, like.
I think we did we lose you?
No, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, it cut out, but yes, man, like pushing yourself to different types of limits, right? Like trying different things out and like you can experiment with the things that you're doing. A good place to experiment is the shorts. Like with your shorts, you can experiment as much as you possibly can, as long as you don't put like vulgar stuff that's not you. Like you could literally do anything with shorts. Because like me, as being monetized, like this is coming from Sith of Spine Ticks. The shorts is a different avenue of people, a different community that hits that. Most of them are evergreen, like Unk said. They don't really respond back to me, but there's almost 40,000 people that watch that one video. But it's cool. But then my live streams, this is you guys, the most important one, the chat. This is where I like going in. Just like Spine Ticks, his favorite time is to go live and do this and catch up with the community. And then there's your long form that your community would come and hit. And then sometimes the shorts, would come, new people will come. And then when they come to my longs or shorts, I invite them to the community when I think they're ready to be part of the community. So, I mean, there are three different avenues of ways to make money. And that's a nicheless style. It makes it easier when you're nicheless, Nick. But then if you're just like
Yeah.
straight cooking, it kind of has to be slightly cooking related, maybe funny cooking or dogs cooking or something. Like um, there's no box. There's no box when you're nicheless. That's all I'm saying. And it's like, oh my god,
Yeah.
it could just be silly words because that's me. I say dumb crap all the time. I'm a dumb dude. Well, I'm a silly dude. But it's been fun, man. It's been fun. And I'm glad, guys. My Linda Elliott was asking in the thing. Someone was asking how much is Renee off from her goal? As well, I haven't really checked which she's working right now, but she is. Let me just pop this right here real quick. Um, so she was at like 900 something. Let me wait. Let me remove the comment first. Come on now. What are you doing? I'll put this banner off. So yeah, here we go. So she was at 900 something away from making it. She's at 370 right now. It could be less, maybe 300. And yeah, like Nick's gonna send people these gourmet treat things. I'm gonna take one. I don't normally get this, but like I really want to taste the pound cake from the Pound Queen. Like the Pound
It's a
Queen.
big deal,
Yeah,
y'all. It's a
I'm
big
excited,
deal.
man. So that yeah,
It's a
Renee
big
will let
deal.
people know, and then she'll get with Nick, and then but thank you everybody who's done this. Some people did it anonymous, some people put it up on the community page, but it's in my link of the description, and she's about 300 away, and I'm glad that we are able to help her. I had some extra stuff that I got, so I'm like, hey, wow, my PayPal is kind of there's some stuff there. Let me just kick it over. So everybody that helped out, thank you so much. And then yeah, and this is the thing. This is kind of like this is perfect because on Thursday Nick's going to be doing different things like how do we help so and so people in need of food, or who needs this? Does anybody have an extra like canned foods? I can see that thing. What you're doing do very well because it's going to offer like um, a lot of ways that people can get some type of help or give some type of assistance. Um, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see where that goes. And we got the cooking challenge that you're gonna do, and you'll say
Yeah.
more about it on next Thursday. Um,
Yeah, I'll definitely go into more details because something else that I want to do too is I was telling Bert, if y'all are ever at the grocery store and you go by the buggies or sections that have like the discounted stuff, it might have like a dent, or I don't know, it might just be marked down notoriously for whatever reason. I want to start collecting those things. If you might be able to pick up a box of some rice that's like 70 cents. Y'all can send it to me and then it can go to make more food donation boxes. Um, so that's something else I'm looking forward to as well. And then for everything everybody does, I'll always be looking out with something, whether it's just a surprise treat in the mail or, something like, just to show thanks.
and that's cool that you have that. It's what you do anyway, right? It's what you do, so it's a fantastic way to give back. Thank you so much, Unc, for the drop on the super chat, man. Thank you so much, Unc, for that. Thank you, keeping it up. I'm trying my best, man. I'm trying to take the lessons I've learned from the Unc, from Sid, the spine ticks, from you guys who share information like, let's try this, do that, do this. This works every 45. Everybody who's given me any type of piece of advice, thank you so much. And it kind of like started with Unc, like, I'm going to bring this guy on. He's going to tell us about how to do this and how to get to monetization. I followed kind of what he was doing, and then man, we're monetized. And now that I'm monetized, I'm getting, I'm speaking with Unc, and then I'm also speaking with Sid. So I got two people giving me cool information that I'm following, and it's working. So it's cool. That's why I can't wait for these guys on the ticker to include Nick to get monetized, because she's gonna call me and say, "Hey, Bert, I found out something cool. You got to do this," and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna say, guys, you know what's also, you got to try this. So I'm just telling you, I drop 4 shorts a day, and they're set at 45 minutes apart, and they're whatever it is, and they're doing well for my channel. And of course, I do live streams. That's where I get watch hours. I think I have I almost have 10,000 watch hours already at this point. I wish I can give you guys
Wow,
those.
that's
It's
great.
just the beauty of engaging live stream is watch hours, right? That's just how it is, right? And then I've got silence. They do about half the amount of watch hours. Um, but it would be a cool thing. And man, Spine Takes affiliate marketing. If you ever have a chance to talk to Spine Takes guys, yeah, there's this affiliated marketing that I was talking to Sid about. It's included with like shorts and stuff and ads. When you guys get monetized, hopefully I figure it out. Like maybe a while, but it's some exciting stuff that I share with. He shares with me. Sid does, and he's got the best live stream. But thank you, Sid and Unc, for helping me and the group grow to levels that we're supposed to be at. I think Adam said that 8% of YouTube channels are monetized. So I mean,
Yeah, it's not
let's
really
put
that many, surprisingly. It's not too
right.
many. And it's funny that you say that he said affiliate marketing, because I actually am starting an affiliate marketing thing with my companies for people to be able to get cuts just, from handing out info about my bakery and our goods, because like a lot of people need work from home, easy additional side income. They just talk about something like I like what happens is I send out a box or something, and people can talk about it, and if somebody wants to buy one, drop their affiliate link, And then if it tracks back to them, they get a cut of whatever they buy. I'm actually starting that for my corporation. So yeah, I love affiliate marketing. Like, yeah. I
So
just like to have
it,
any kind of way that people can earn money and I can give back, because a lot of people have looked out for me, you know, really quickly. I know we're about to end, but just some years ago, I left a very violent marriage. I almost lost my life. I was almost beat to death, literally. And it was just me and my son. And I talk about this in some of my videos. That's how I know so much about like survival cooking, low budget, affordable stuff, all types of ways of life. And a lot of people helped me out along the way. I remember I needed a car battery. My battery went out in my car. A guy I did not know from a can of paint saw me stranded and crying at the gas pump. And he so happened to be a mechanic. And I told him what was going on. He bought me a brand new battery and he put it in. Somebody else that I met, I needed a place to stay, and they gave me, I only had enough money for a few days of an Airbnb. They let me stay there for weeks. I didn't have to pay anything. Somebody else I met, I met people along the way who helped me. And I said that I said if God gave me a chance to make it out of my storm, that I was going to spend the rest of my life helping people. So that's why I like to do so much for people. That's why I have the giveaways. That's why I like helping people, because you have no idea like what my story has been. So, you know, just a little bit more about me. So,
and it's what comes out when you are presenting on the thing, and so like, okay, this is a perfect person to kind of take over the Thursday, because you're going to speak from a point of passion, and you're going to apply that passion towards something that's in need, right? And that's yeah, like what you said, food insecurity and whatever it is, like we all need some type of help, and it's just perfect, man. And like just real quick, like I've been talking about Burpee Yoga Uncle, who's still here, thanks Uncle, and then Sith of Spine Ticks. So Burpee Yoga Uncle helped me, like gave me that, okay, got to keep going, keep rolling on those live streams, get those hours. I get the hours, right? And he said, got to do some shorts now, get views. He said, get those hours, get some views. And Sid's like, you got to do 4 shorts a day. I'm like, oh my God, how do you do that? I do it now. I just drop 4 shorts. So this is my Nowalytics. It's killer, man. It's at every hour, it's popping out 1,500 views. And that's that Google car. And it could be all the other freaking 12 things I've done within the past 3 days, and they kind of just cycle over, and it's working.
that's
And so
some good numbers for
it's crazy,
some
right?
good graphics.
This graphic is pretty high at this point, but then when like in the middle of the night, like 2 or 3 in the morning, I look at it and it's like, okay, 500, I'll take that, man. 500, and then it ramps up again at peak times. And the only reason why it's doing that is because I've dropped 4 shorts at particular times every day, and the analytics are knowing like, oh, it's this dude again. Okay, let's see what happens, and it's helpful. And these numbers are high for me. I'm like, wow, that's cool. And then like I quickly jumped to 2,000. And my goal is to get to
I'll tell you
100,000.
something. I'll tell you something else that can pop off too. Y'all know your old videos can just like shoot off out of nowhere. So don't ever sleep on your old videos. Cause I so happen to look at one of my videos. I got 1,000. I don't even know who's been watching it, but 1,000 views this week from an old video. I was like, what? So yeah, don't sleep on your old content too. People are looking.
Yeah, and you could also repurpose it. Like there's some old songs that I've done that now I know a little audio tricks and editing. So I'm just taking it and I'll splice and move and audio effect, drop some edits, and then reintroduce something now that I know people. Because when I did my first like 50 videos, I didn't know nobody except Raf and Miss J, Janet, and that's all and Veronica. And that's I'll get like 7 or 8 views. I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go. This is cool. I got 7 views. But I can take that old stuff and put it out there now with the crew and the evergreens, people that I don't know, because the algorithm kind of likes me a little bit, just a little bit. And you could repurpose. as you grow, you could repurpose, and because you're gonna learn new edits and you're gonna learn new things like BandLab. Let me just do a voiceover. Maybe you learn like I just gotta pop the light just a little bit. Sometimes it's all about lighting and maybe the sound, or it could be slight edits and transitions. So I agree with you on that. Do not sleep on your old videos, and don't be afraid to edit it and drop it again because that's yours. It's really just yours. Like you could put it out there.
Exactly.
Oh, he's gonna
Exactly.
feed Rosemary. But it is 8 o'clock, guys. And then yes, Nick will be taking over my Thursday live. Thank you so much, Nick. If you I will make sure I shout it out on the community and stuff like that, and then I'll be on there. And then she's going to be talking about the cooking challenge with Nick. If you guys can, there's other live streams happening. There's ticker tape people if you want to help watch playlists. And then the best live stream is Spine Ticks live stream, 10 p.m. Central. You'll learn a lot of cool stuff. The crew is starting to go over there, and it's a very fun place to be. It's a very lively live stream, and I'm glad that we're able to kind of like morph and mesh the two together. Because Spine Takes, man, that's a cool dude. That's a cool dude. He shares whatever he can, and if you're listening, you could grow as individuals, as creators, and also as your channel. And yeah, he's a good friend, man. And I'm glad he had me on that one time. But never edit the front. The most views are from the front. Yeah, so never edit the front. So Black Widow has something about that. And there's little things we can learn. That's why I try to watch chat, right? So like there's little things that you could do. You could pick up little information from different types of people, right? So the Black Widow pushed herself to the limits to do the dance challenge with AI. I couldn't even do it. Although I'm pretty good at computers, I couldn't do it. That dance challenge pushed her ability to make AI and do stuff. And now she's producing some really cool shorts. So
Yeah, she does
never,
have some cool stuff.
yes, and she's always growing and trying to be better, right? So don't ever back away from a challenge. And if it's a crew challenge, take part in it because you're going to grow and people are going to show you different things, right? It's all about growing. Um, but thank you so much, Dirk, and everybody, like all of you guys in the chat, man. Thank you so much, and thank you, Sith and stuff. I'm glad that like we've become super cool friends. We talk to each other, and don't ever feel like you can't like reach out to me, guys. You could email me anytime you want about whatever it is, and I'm glad Nick's gonna be taking over the Thursday lives for me. It's in good hands, and man, I'm excited to see what you do with it, Nick. And of course, it's gonna be through helping people and helping. That whole thing is perfect. It's perfect for what this group is all about.
I'm
Um,
happy.
but
I'm
yeah,
happy too. I'm really happy, and thank you for you know, trusting me with the spot. I will definitely do a great job with it. And I look forward to connecting with y'all. You know, I want y'all to talk to me too. Like Bert said, I'm the same way. This is our community, our lives. So if y'all, I want to communicate with y'all through the week. Y'all let me know what you're feeling, what you want to talk about. I'll do stuff, community polls, and see what y'all want to, talk about, or, just all types of stuff. And I look forward to continuing to link and grow and learn from each other, and most of all, have fun while we do it. So thank y'all for bearing with me. I will be planning all of this so we can have a bomb live next Thursday. I will not be going live on my personal stuff on Sunday just because I really need a break. It's been a long week and I need to just catch my breath and plan for a good week next week. But yeah, thank you, Bert, for having me. And I thank y'all for coming and showing me love and liking and everything else. And Vancouver, thank you for, sharing some of your joy with me as well. I appreciate all y'all for real. Thank y'all.
thank you guys. Oh man, thank you, Unc, for the super chat thing. Thank you, everybody. Black Widow, yes, do not delete if you're trying to get watch time. Don't delete those. Just make it unlisted, especially if it's a video. Like keep it first. Yeah, they'll subtract your watch hours, and yeah, just don't mess around if you're working through watch time. Just kind of leave it there, and then you can play with it after you get your watch hours because it's not about the hours; it's about the views, and the views come from shorts and or long. But man, yeah, we learned so much from each other, and thank you, Nick, for coming on. We'll talk backstage for just a little bit, but everybody in the chat, thank you for following directions, sitting over with Nick, helping her get the watch hours. We got the Black Widow, we got Renee of Rascal Lucy, Fong Foodie Adventure, Allison Pearl Jam, Maiden's World of Wax, Corner Clubhouse, Cobalt, and Angelus Critters, all working their way to get these watch hours, to include Nick, who's on here with me now. Thank you so much, Nick, for coming on, and thank you all for spending the time with us. And I will see you in the chat on next Thursday. I'll see you on my live on Tuesday. But guys, check each other out, and you guys do your fantastic stuff, and push yourself to the limits. Do a live stream if you can. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, because it's only us. We're cool. We're not gonna laugh at you. We'll help you along the way. We're cool because supported crew, Modern Day Breakfast Club in the house. You guys have a great night. Peace out, everybody. Thank you so
Bye,
much.
y'all.
And then